Thank you so much, mate. I must admit, when you asked me to do this, I thought, well, hell, does anyone really want to hear from me? I might be completely boring about this, but it's your choice. I love what you're doing with United Rugby Fans, and I'm just a rugby fan from way back, so let's rip into it. Well, I think that for a start, you've got to embrace the rugby public and you've got to embrace the fans and just stop telling us and stop pretending for a start. This whole social media experience we have now where everything is painted red and the whole thing is just self-congratulations and just be honest about it. Be authentic. The All Blacks are authentic. Rugby in New Zealand is authentic. That's why people love it. Embrace the fan. Actually ask people who pay to watch what they actually want, what they think. Go out to clubs and talk to people and actually start reinvesting back in that. But I'm not so sure that rugby has ever done this. I mean, on an international level, I don't think rugby gives a stuff what the fan thinks. Because if they did, then they wouldn't have this TMO interfering all the time. Get it out of the corporate boardroom and get it back to what it actually is. It's a game for the people. That's what rugby's always been. And yeah, it generates a lot of money. I get all that. But all of that's going to happen anyway. But the people that actually are involved with running it, I just think, I really question whether it's a stepping stone for a lot of these people onto a better job or, it looks great on their CV. They decided that everyone who worked for the provincial unions, none of those people should be involved anymore. You can't tell me, Mark, that outside of the big centres, that there are not people involved in every level of rugby in a place like Taranaki who do not have really good ideas, good systems in place, good understanding, that couldn't offer something to our national administration. That's just absolute horse shit if that's the case. And, this whole rugby pie or pizza, there's a fair few ingredients on it. And one of them is New Zealand has always been massively strong in our grassroots. And this grassroots gets bandied about a lot like fan engagement. It's one of those terms. But grassroots rugby means that you actually go to where these people are living, playing, working, raising families, having communities. That input has to happen. It has to be part of it. We're getting players these days who go through academies who've never booked a dentist appointment, never booked their car in for a warrant. You know what I'm saying? Never booked a doctor's appointment. See what I mean? I think this is all part of the problem, and I think that they've got to get it back to that the person who buys the ticket, the person who pays the Sky Bill are the most important people in New Zealand rugby. Without them, there is no rugby. So actually start asking those people. Start asking us, start asking those people what they think. Get them involved. Why can't there be some fan representation on the board in New Zealand rugby? We're the most important bloody people there, mate, next to the players. Thank you. And everyone, jump on URF. This is the way that we're going to get our voice globally heard. Thank you, Mark.